Okay, this is a Raw review. First Raw of 2013, January 7th, 2013. And this Raw, I must say, was pretty not great, but it was leading towards a huge payoff. I think the show was very strategically paced. If you kind of look at the times things were going on, seemed like they really had a plan to put things on and lure fans in kind of at points where you would want, fans to tune in more. And I'll explain it as I go along. But Raw opened at 8 o'clock, whatever, with Cena versus Ziggler. Now this match went like half hour because I came at home 8:30. Match ended around 8:40. So the match was. And I went back and I watched it during the Divas match. It was okay. It was. I thought it was very good. Thought it could have went both ways. And Cena won. Surprisingly, actually, I really expected Cena to lose this one, considering that Biggie Langston like interfered and threw out all the odds. And I'm not gonna say I'm a Cena hater. I am a total Cena supporter. But to have him win and the fashion he did, kind of overcoming every single odd possible from AJ to Biggie Langston to, every trick in the book Ziggler had, really made Ziggler look bad. And I really disagree with him winning this match. So my thoughts on that. We had a very, very stupid Divas match. I kind of expected Kaitlyn to win this match, considering that it was a big Raw and kind of shocked people. And it's obviously since she won with a count out, I'm sure they're gonna have another rematch at Royal Rumble, where I can see Kaitlyn winning the title there, unfortunately. And the tag team title match. Now, I was tweeting about this because, to be quite honest, Team Hell No has kind of, I think, worn their, they're kind of getting on the little stale side of things. Team Rhode Scholars, I was never a fan of since day one, and since I would say for the past 3 or 4 months, it's been constant week after week with Kane versus Cody, Daniel Bryan versus Damian Sandow versus Daniel Bryan. Just mix and match everything to the point where I really, really did get sick of it. And all four of these guys, just I don't know. I don't. It's not that they don't click together, but it's just when you see a match time and time and time after again, it really becomes annoying. And I really did not get into this match like I should have. But either way, Daniel Bryan injured his knee, and they got a win quickly after that. And I would say that their run as champions are coming to an end very soon. And then backstage we had Steamboat and Santino. Now this I thought could possibly, quite possibly, lead to a match between Barrett and Steamboat at WrestleMania. But he did have health problems, I guess, in 2010, and the whole Lawler thing, I do find that highly unlikely. But when you think about it, they're in Florida, and he's the trainer at FCW, so I'm sure he was in the area, just decided to drop by. I'm sure he's in the building all the time. But I just found it weird how they really involved him in the angle with Barrett, thinking that, when something like that happens, you would think that they would have a payoff. But then again, it is WWE, so I don't know. Randy Orton versus Heath Slater. I don't know. What do you want me to say? Heath Slater lost to Randy Orton, and Orton beat the hell out of all three guys. Just really, whatever. Whatever. Like, they are your jobbers on Raw, and unfortunately, one of them is Jinder Mahal. And then the IC title match I already talked about. Having Steamboat out there was kind of stupid since Marella lost so quickly, but the after match kind of opened some questions. Then we had Antonio Cesaro versus the Great Khali. Now this match I'm glad they put on, considering that the last time they faced each other was on last Wednesday on main event, and Antonio Cesaro hit the neutralizer, and that is impressive. And to put it on Raw, where million, two whatever million people are watching, it's impressive, and it's gonna open some eyes, and people are gonna be like, this guy is a machine. Like, because every time I see it, I just start freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, this guy's a machine, this guy's a machine. But Antonio Cesaro, I think 2013 is going to be his year, and you're going to see him really elevated to the next level. Sheamus versus Jinder Mahal, bro kick. Uh, I'm surprised that they actually got two matches on Raw. That's more than we actually got a lot of 3MB on Raw when you think about it. The TLC match was good for what it was. Punk took a beating. I felt bad for him on ladders, chairs, tables. Ryback didn't take much of anything except a couple table spots here and there. The end pretty much came where Ryback was climbing, lights went out, you kind of knew that The Undertaker was going to come, but Shield ended up coming out, and then after Ryback cleared the ring with them, it was down to just him climbing the ladder, but Roman Reigns got involved, and then they gave him the triple power bomb through a table onto steps. And I thought Maddox would have got involved, but he didn't. And then Punk climbed the ladder, got the belt, and that was that match. Kind of felt bad for Punk because he really did take a beating, and Ryback didn't really take much of anything. And backstage, CM Punk said before Rock comes out, he's going to drop a pipe bomb. So this kind of made you tune in like early before the main event, because I'm sure people were just going to start tuning in at maybe 10 after 11 just to see the last few minutes. So you kind of get people 20 minutes before maybe seeing what CM Punk has to say. And, you know, I'm sure it was well worth their watching. And this is when I went to take a little bit of a break. But Big Show versus Kofi Kingston, I read that the ref tried breaking it up and Big Show punched him. Not really much to say. But anyways, then comes CM Punk out to the ring, and he dropped a pipe bomb not the other one, but it was hell of a pipe bomb. He went off on how he does it for himself, and then there's guys who are so good, but they're kind of doing belittling themselves for the fans, like Brodus Clay, like Tyson Kidd, like Daniel Bryan. And he was right. It's all true. And he started saying some, I can't remember exactly what he said, but I'm sure you guys have all watched it, but it was really well worth checking out if anyone has not seen it. It was very, very good. And everyone's kind of expecting The Rock to come out and really go head-to-head with him when it comes to the mic skill thing. Rock came out, does the same thing, made a couple jokes here and there, did the whole puss thing. I forgot what it's called now. It was trending worldwide. Now I don't know. Cookie puss. And I had to Google that because I had no idea what it was. But I don't know. Rock has his own little way he does things, but you know it works. He's been doing it for so long. It's never failed for him. But then CM Punk retaliates in the line. I think the best line anyone has said in a long time, where he said, "Your arms are just too short to box with God." And when he said that, the crowd was silent. Whoa, he went there, and it was just that right there. That's when you know, things are about to pick up. And Rock did a thing where, you get a tattoo of Snickers and whatever on your right cheek, and then a size 15 because he's gonna kick his candy ass. And they gave him a rock bottom. And there's your build for the pay-per-view. I don't know what else you really want. In July, you had the GTS. Tonight, you have the rock bottom. Verbal, confrontation. And it's road to the Rumble. And then that's when the road to WrestleMania begins. And things are picking up tonight. When it comes to the main storylines, they're well worth checking out. The undercard, I wouldn't say it's the greatest, but I think after January, things are really going to start piecing together. And I think WWE is going to do what they have to do to make WrestleMania 29 huge. Because I think when you have The Rock, you got John Cena, you got Undertaker, you got Brock Lesnar, you possibly have a Triple H, you're in New York City / New Jersey. What more than you expect? That's the New England area is filled with wrestling fans, the highest populated, I would say, in the whole United States. They're going to put on a show, and I think this is really the time they're going to really go all out. And we're just the fans, like CM Punk said, we're just here to enjoy the ride, and I'm enjoying the ride so far, and I can't wait till the next few weeks. Never thought I'd be saying that, but The Rock and CM Punk are going to create magic, and we are just going to sit there and just enjoy it, because how many times are we going to see The Rock after Mania? So really enjoy this time. Great time to be a wrestling fan for the most part, with CM Punk and The Rock doing things. I think tonight is a perfect example that it's well worth checking out. And that's it. See you guys in the next video.